me, Michele, on the streetlights on the corner. City vibes got a story. Feel the beat, don't ignore me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Talk to Me Michele with the 1L. You know, where we sip the tea, spill a little truth, and don't shy away from calling things exactly what they are. Even if it's a little messy. I know I've been called messy back in my day, but hey, it is what it is. Now, before we jump into today's topic, I'm excited to introduce a new segment on the show called Dear Michele. Because apparently y'all think I got some good advice. And honestly, you're right. You are absolutely right. I think I do give out some good advice. Sometimes I have a hard time following my own damn advice, but hey, as long as it works for y'all, that's all that matters. So now you can write in with your situationships, your family drama, mama drama, whatever you got going on. I'll give you my 2 cents with love and a little side eye if necessary. Dear Michele, dear Michele, dear Michele, dear Michele, dear Michele, dear Michele. Dear Michele, I've been with my boyfriend since college. Back then, everything was great. He was sweet, attentive, and always wanted to spend time with me. But after we graduated, things started to change. He hangs out more with his boys and leaves me out. Date nights, please. They've become a thing of the past. Every time I try to talk about how I feel, it turns into an argument. And I swear it escalates so fast you think we were auditioning for a reality show. Now here's the part that really has me suspicious. He spends a lot of time in the bathroom, like way too long. And I can hear him whispering, like he's on the phone. I've asked him about it and he brushed it off. But my gut is telling me something isn't right. I don't know what to do. I love him, but I feel like I'm holding on to what we used to have instead of what we are facing now. Do you think I'm overthinking this, or is it finally time to let go? Confused and kind of tired. Hell, I'm tired after that. I'm not gonna even lie. But I'm gonna tell you this. First of all, I appreciate your loyalty. I'll say that, because some of us would have called Tyrone and packed his Xbox and changed the Wi-Fi password by now. So you a strong one, sis. But I'm gonna say this. You're not crazy. And you're not imagining things. You're feeling that shift. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the shift is real. When a man starts spending more time with his friends than he does his woman, when date nights are ghost nights now, and when the only communication happening is through arguments, you're not in a relationship anymore. You're pretty much in a situationship. That's what it is, because you're in a situation. It's not a relationship. Now, I'm going to tell you about this bathroom whispering, because what in the R&B remix is going on? Ain't nobody in the bathroom whispering sweet nothings to themselves. I would go somewhere, but I'm not going to do it. But if he's in there longer than it takes to exfoliate, moisturize, recite the Lord's Prayer, he might be entertaining somebody else. Ain't no mighty. I think he is. He is. Or at least he's entertaining the idea of not being fully present in your relationship. So I want you to ask yourself, does he love me? Or do you feel loved? Because that's the real question. Love ain't supposed to be hiding in the bathroom, ignoring you, and turning every conversation into a WWE promo. As a woman, you deserve consistency, communication, and comfort, not the confusion. So I don't think you're overthinking it. Your intuition has clocked in for work and you need to listen, okay? You don't have to make a dramatic exit. Not today, not tomorrow, but you need to start emotionally clocking out. Have one honest conversation with him. Be calm, don't be over the top, and watch how he responds. Not what he says, but how he shows up. Then you should act accordingly, because, usually women will ask y'all one last time, how do you feel about me? Where we going with this? And y'all give us some bullshit response. Be out. Because if you want to keep watering a dead plant, all you're going to do is get a muddy disappointment. Let him go if he's already halfway out the door. And when you're ready to date again, find somebody who doesn't need a reminder that you are the prize. Sending you this strength and love, sis. I promise you, I wish I could send you a bottle of wine on this one, because that's not a good thing to deal with. But hey, because I know one thing, if you got to wonder what your man is doing, especially when he's whispering in the bathroom and he's not praying, it's time to reevaluate your whole situation. Now, since we're already in the deep end of the pool, let's go ahead and go scuba diving. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I've had a few toxic situations in my time. Yes, I have. Friendships that were low-key draining my spirit. People I knew I should have been gone like leftovers from last week. And yes, I've had a toxic relationship or two. And child, one of them was straight up disrespect and inhuman form. Like I looked at him one day and thought, I can't do this. I gotta bounce before I catch a case. But here's one thing. When it comes to love, it can blindside you. You don't always see the red flags until you are deep in that group chat trying to explain why he's really not that bad. And while we're all trying to heal and do better, we still find ourselves glued to the drama. We love a good, she caught him cheating, slashed his tires type of story. We eat up the messy friend group fallouts and viral clapbacks like it's Sunday dinner. So today's central question is, why does mess get more likes than love? Why do we scroll past healthy love but hit rewind on toxic tears and twerking breakups? So what is a toxic relationship? It's not just arguing sometimes or catching attitudes over where to eat. That's normal human stuff. Toxic is where there is emotional abuse, gaslighting, constant inconsistency. One minute they love you, the next minute you're crying in the car listening to Summer Walker on repeat. So there's different types of toxic. The romance toxic. That's where I love you, but I hate you. But I love you more when you're crying kind of energy. You guys break up every other month. And your group chat stopped taking you guys seriously months ago. You're playing FBI with his Instagram likes, and somehow he always finds a way to flip it on you. And that's not love. That's cardio. You're just emotionally jogging in place. Now, let's not act like friendships can't be toxic too. If she's always low-key competing with you, never clapping when you win, or constantly reminding you of your past when you're trying to grow, you can already take a guess. That's not your friend. That's your undercover hater in a bonnet. Jealousy and betrayal are real. And some of y'all got trauma bonds disguised as brunch buddies. Social media, you already know what's in the mix because you got a lot of online foolishness. These folks will block each other in the morning, go live in the afternoon, but be cuddled up by dinner. They got matching tattoos, but also they got matching restraining orders. And we eat it up. We do. We be in the comments like, girl, blink twice if you need help. And I'm not going to lie, some of us will keep on refreshing that page for part 2 like it's a Netflix series. Now, toxic behavior is really glamorized now. It's in TV, music, social media. Everywhere you look, it's ride or die this. And if we don't argue, we don't love each other, that. And if you got to go to war just to be loved or feel loved, please leave me out that circle. I want no parts of it. And we've turned this dysfunction into entertainment. I'm guilty. Like I said, I am guilty. I've been there. I've watched it. I sometimes have even liked the posts. But now I want y'all to recognize that real love doesn't keep you in survival mode. It heals you, it protects you, and it sure don't have you pacing the floor while he's in the bathroom whispering like he's on a prison phone call. So the question is, why are we so hooked? And let me be honest, toxic relationships are like a car crash. You don't want to look at it, but your neck just won't turn away. We know it's messy, but somehow we're sitting there with our popcorn like, ooh, wonder what's going to happen next. Why do we love this drama? I'll tell you why. Mess is spicy, okay? It's unpredictable. It's loud, it's dramatic, and you can see people online. 1 minute they're fighting, the next minute they're in matching hoodies making a TikTok video together like nothing happened. And I'm going to tell you about these online relationships. When we feel like we're friends with these folks online, like I know she said she was done with him, but girl, he did bring her a Chick-fil-A the next day. We don't know these people, okay? Somehow we feel like we got a front row seat to the toxic circus and we're emotionally invested in folks we've never met. Then there's a trauma bonding with content. And sometimes we can relate to the mess because it's real. We've lived the mess. And you see a toxic TikTok couple and think, ooh, this reminds me of me and so back in 2013. Now add social media in the mix and you got a recipe for straight disaster and engagement. Drama equals views. Breakups equal likes. Tears on live. You might even go viral with those tears. But try to post something peaceful like me and my man on a picnic or, we're doing something good for our mom. The fact is, I believe that TV, TikTok, Instagram has trained us to crave chaos. Don't believe me? Let me go over the receipts. Number one, Love and Hip Hop, the original Toxic Olympics. If ain't nobody flipping a table or snatching a wig, is it even an episode? I'm not gonna lie. My favorite one was when Michele was like, ooh, this bitch is shaking the table. That's a classic. Okay, classic. Them online friend group fallouts, when one girl goes live, then the other one goes live with screenshots, and suddenly you got folks picking sides like it's an Avengers Toxic Edition. Or my favorite, those YouTube couples. They announced the breakup like it's a business meeting. They're sitting on the couch looking all sad. Hey guys, this is really hard for us. Cut 3 months later. Same couch, same people. Different thumbnail. We back. We're back together again. Here's why. We click it every time. Every time. And let's face it, peace is grown, but chaos is entertaining. There's nothing wrong with watching a little mess if you know how to separate fiction from your real life. But some of y'all are watching dysfunction and then turning around asking God for the same kind of love. Don't you dare pray for the love like Krishan and them. Okay, God didn't send that. That's the devil working overtime. So why are we drawn to toxic drama? It's not just for entertainment. Could it be in our spirits? So let's put our therapist hat on right quick, okay? Because your brain is actually on this. First thing, we're wired for storytelling. From soap operas to the family barbecue where Uncle Ray brings both his girlfriends. And our brains are like, oop, what's the conflict? We thrive on it. And not just the he cheated kind of conflict. I'm talking about that slow buildup, the petty tension, the chaos with a cliffhanger. Our minds are like a Netflix. Are you still watching the mess? Why, yes, we are. Continue, please. Now, let me hit on these mirror neurons. This is juicy. These little things in your brain light up when you see someone else going through something emotional. You cry at a movie. You cuss at the screen during a reality show fight. That's your brain joining the drama like it's part of the cast. We feel what we see, even if it's not ours. When we see toxic content, sometimes it hits so close to home. You ever watch somebody getting gaslit on TikTok and your soul whispers, wow, that's exactly how old boy was talking to me when he was lying. Yeah, it's validating. Sometimes we don't even realize how toxic our own experience was until we see it mirrored in somebody else's drama. And unfortunately, there are some folks that normalize dysfunction because that's what they grew up around. If all you saw growing up was yelling, cheating, the silent treatment, and folks making up by pretending like nothing ever happened, then that becomes your baseline. And peace can feel boring or even unsafe. So you get into adulthood thinking love is supposed to come with the chaos and confusion. And that's trauma, not passion. But the sad thing about it is the internet rewards messy. Okay, if you post a video of you and your man meditating and y'all drinking smoothies together, you probably get 12 views. But let you throw his PlayStation out the window on a live. You got about 500,000 views, 3 blog reposts, and someone offering you a podcast deal. Online peace don't trend. It doesn't. Drama does. The messier it is, the faster it spreads. The world is out here treating dysfunction like content strategy. And most of us are out here subscribing to it like it's Amazon Prime. And it's okay to watch a little mess, even if it's just entertainment. But when it reflects your own type of pain that you need to heal from, that's when you got to step away. Because if your peace feels boring, ask yourself why. If you're chasing chaos all the time, ask what part of you still thinks what love or friendship should feel like. Now I'm finna flip this mirror around and ask the question none of us really want to answer, but we definitely need to. Are we entertained by pain? Don't look away from that mirror. Don't you dare. Because I'm going to keep it 100. Some of y'all be scrolling like, ooh, who's that crying in the car? What'd he do now? And we all got the popcorn in one hand and the other hand is already typing. Girl, just leave him. You know, we be all in the comments trying to advise folks. But you know you're going to be right back next week when she posts that we worked it out, a soft launch reel. Let's call it what it is. It's emotional rubbernecking. Just like when you slow down and look at that car accident we talked about, you know you ain't got no business staring at it. We see the wreck, we know it's a mess, but something in us needs to witness it. It's like mess gives us a break from our own chaos, or sometimes it makes us feel better about our own lives. Oh, they going through it. Whew, maybe my situation is not so bad after all. But are we uplifting the toxic behavior over healing? Do we show up more for pain than we do progress? Let somebody go live crying in their bonnets, 5,000 views, okay? Let them go live in therapy talking about boundaries, crickets, tumbleweeds. One cousin that accidentally joined has immediately left, okay? And also, you got content creators who know how to package pain. That's right, package pain. They package it like it's a premium cable deal. They know y'all love to see the breakdown, the breakup, the he cheated again series. So, guess what? The pain gets monetized because drama equals dollars. Healing, not so much. Like I said, post that video of you journaling and lighting sage and doing positive stuff. That's not going to go viral. But flip over a table, see what happens. You're going to get sponsors. So do we secretly enjoy drama because peace is boring? Yeah, sometimes peace can be very boring. Some of y'all, though, confuse peace with a dry season. You think if I'm not yelling, cheating, blocking, unblocking, crying in the group chat, then it must not be real. But real love, real friendship, real joy, that's quiet. My friendships are quiet. My circle is quiet. Everything, my relationship, quiet. So sometimes we are part of the problem. But the good news, we can also be the solution. We can start celebrating healing, peace, and growth like we celebrate mess. We just got to rewire our taste buds. We don't have to keep craving chaos like it's soul food. All right, it's almost time for me to land the plane, and I'm going to give you a little wisdom with a soft nudge toward healing, okay? We have laughed, side-eyed, maybe even silently called out some of our own behavior, but it's time to ask, what can we do differently? I don't know about you, but I'm tired of watching folks go live just to cry about somebody they should have blocked 3 hair appointments ago. We can't keep reposting chaos like it's coupons at a store. So call out toxic content without passing it around like a hot potato. If it's messy, just mean. Comment if you must. Pray if you feel led to. But don't give it legs. A mess can't spread if the crowd ain't clapping. Normalize healthy relationships that are being shown online. You know what's sexy though? Again, peace. A couple that communicates without dragging each other on Instagram Live. A best friend who sets boundaries and you don't take it personally. We got to celebrate that. You got to like the post, share it like it's the gospel. Because honestly, we do need to flood timelines with something other than the crap that we've been seeing nonstop. Unfollow or mute what messes with your spirit. Yes, even if they funny, even if they fine. If it makes you feel anxious, less than, or like you need to throw your hands, it's time to hit that mute button. That's self-care. It's grown folk behavior. And the big one, reflect on your own behavior. Yeah, we're going to go there because you got to ask yourself, am I watching the drama? Am I performing some of it too? And some folks got a little sprinkle of toxic behavior in their content just for the engagement. So if you keep sub-posting your ex, baiting your followers with relationship riddles, dragging your best friend in passive-aggressive reels, for what? A few comments, and some of you so real sis emojis, that ain't real. That's rehearsed chaos. And I think we're better than that. All right, so we have laughed, reflected, and might have even side-eyed ourselves just a little bit on this episode. But if you don't remember anything else from this episode, I want you to remember this. Peace may not trend, but it will change your life. You don't have to chase drama to be relevant. You don't have to perform pain to feel seen. You don't have to be part of somebody else's toxic soap opera just to feel like you belong. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is log off. Light a candle. Not respond to that text. And that's the healing right there. Here's a little quote I love to keep in my mental back pocket. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Let them argue with their reflection, because there's peace to protect out here. Now, before we go, if you got a situation, a mess, or just need some grown woman advice with a little love and laughter in the mix, send your letter to me at talktomemichele@gmail.com. And if you love this vibe, keep a sister going. Support the show at buymeacoffee.com/talktomemichele and check out everything we got cooking over on the MBG Podcast Network, where the magic lives. Be sure to rate this episode, hit that subscribe button, and share it with somebody who needs to stop watching the mess and start choosing rest. Follow me on all social media at Talk to Me Michele. So y'all stay grown, and remember, drama is loud, but peace is priceless. I will see you all next episode. Peace.
Talk to me, Michele.